Hey guys, so just had my birthday yesterday. As you can see, I still have my birthday mohawk. I thought it'd be fun to do a different hairdo just for the day. Haven't quite got it all shaved off yet. It's not my typical persona, but I was going back over my year and I realized I had just an amazing year at 30. A lot of highlights, things that over the course of 12 months there was like a highlight for like each month, just all kinds of good stuff going on. And I realized that one of the biggest things that kind of helped make it a great year was that I took on the challenge of seeing difficult conversations as the way towards progress. And so what I would tell myself is your progress in life is directly proportionate to the ability to take on difficult conversations. So if there's a conversation I felt uncomfortable about or wasn't feeling good about, I would still take it head on. And all but I think like 2 conversations I can think of were far easier than I had thought they were going to be. And those 2 that were difficult, we worked through it. It was good. On the other side, it was like what needed to be talked about and what needed to happen. But our mind immediately goes to the place where the worst scenario is going to happen. And most times that's not the case. And I truly feel that most people aren't out there to harm. So if you're feeling uncomfortable about a conversation and about upsetting the other party, or that there's going to be a lot of friction, I would stop and just say, how can I bring a loving and serving intention into this conversation so that the person on the other end or the party on the other end knows that I mean well. And sometimes it's not easy to have those conversations. Let's say if you have to fire someone that it's not working out with, or you got to break up with a partner where the relationship is not going in the same direction together as you would like to see it. So there's just like a wealth of different conversations that could be upsetting or difficult, but your ability to take those on is going to be, a proportionate thing to where you're at in progress. So instead of closing off, shutting down, avoiding the conversation, take it head on. I'm sure many of you out there listening and watching this, you have a conversation that you may be avoiding right now. I want you to stop and think about who that other person or party is, and what that conversation is, and how you can bring an intention of, I want to love and serve, but have this conversation, and how that intention can help propel you towards having that conversation you've been putting off. You'll find that 99% of the time that conversation goes easier than you feared it would. So don't put it aside. Don't wait till tomorrow. Stop, write down what that conversation is, the outcome you'd like to have of that conversation, what your intention is going into it, and then schedule a time to have that conversation. Ping that person, send them a text right now. Hey, do you got 5 minutes, or you got 10 minutes? Send them an email, or just put it in your calendar when you're going to have that conversation. Don't put it off. And you'll find that on the other side, you'll be really glad that you took the time to have that conversation. And then once you've reaffirmed that that's the way to go, do this ongoing. Whenever you feel it come up inside that you're like, wow, this is not a conversation I want to have right now, just work through it. I can definitely say it was the biggest driver in my progress over the last year, is having those difficult conversations. But it's something I have to remind myself every time. There's just like an innate fear of so many different things if a conversation looks difficult. But I just have to remind myself that it's not always the worst scenario that's going to happen, and rarely is it. So hope this helps. I'm hoping 31's a great year, as 30 was amazing. I'm going to sit down tonight. I just got through a 90-day goal session, hit almost all of them. Did not hit all of them. I'll send a recap on the next video, and then a look at what the next 90 days is set to be for me with the daily actionable steps. So hope this helps, guys. Send me a comment or put a comment below. Let me know if this helped. Or you can find me at kevshoe.com. That's KEVSHOE.com.